Team 1 reporting. The transmitter is positioned.
I have a signal, sir. Very strong and very close.
All right, let's move.
Okay, so this is mission 5. Price of admission. I quite like this one. This is our Predator level. So if you remember the first mission, we saw a lot of Predator special effects. They sort of put a show on for us. Like a demonstration of their power, but we weren't really in any sort of danger at that point. Unless you get in the way of the truck. As it careens towards you. Here though, we actually have to fight a Predator. And it can get a bit hairy if you're not careful. I think it's like 2 or 3 shots from the Predator shoulder cannon can kill you. So they don't monkey around. One of the things I like about this game the most... Okay, so there was a Predator up here. I think it triggered a bit early. Just gonna say, one of the things I like most about this game is how, like, the assets, the characters in it have an almost realistic, alive quality to them. Like if you, like, what was happening in here is there was a Predator firing at us, but I'm pretty sure there's literally they put, it's not just an effect. Like it's not just that the shot comes out of the air and hits the lift. There's actually a Predator model they put there that's shooting at you, and if you no clip you can go and see it, I'm pretty sure. Whereas with most games, like, it would just be the effect, because you don't need to see the model, you don't need to see the character. But with this, a lot of times they will put the actual character models into the action, which I really like. And the actors react as though they are alive, sort of thing. Like there, you can make that Predator bleed. I mean, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't achieve anything, but it reacts the way a live Predator would, sort of thing, if that makes sense. What does that actually do? Interesting, so I don't have the grenade launcher or the pulse rifle. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, okay, okay. Wait, so I got some timed grenades for the grenade launcher I don't have. That's really useful. I guess you could use the grenade launcher on... Oh, nice. Finally got a pulse rifle back. Guess you could use the grenade launcher in the timed rounds on the predators. Like, because the way the predator fight works is at a distance, it will use the shoulder cannon to attack you. We're essentially walking into a boss fight with a predator, and from range, it will use the shoulder cannon to fight you, which is pretty devastating. I think it's 2 or 3 shots to kill you. Those poor convicts. But then if you close in on it, like it switches to wrist blades. Oh dear.
Oh my god. Looks like the console's fried too. You're gonna have to get to landing bay 3.
You back. Oh dear. Okay. So this bit is actually what's upcoming is actually what I was referencing about how the characters in the game almost act like real people. Because what's going to happen is we go out here and there's 2 Marines that appear suddenly and they run across here and they get shot by a predator that's up here. And I mean, it's a scripted event, so it seems like, you wouldn't have any control over it. Like, it just happens and the predator disappears. That's kind of what you expect from games. But if you no clip and don't walk through the door, which is, there's a line which triggers it, I'm pretty sure, the Marines are just standing there, and I think the predator's up here. Or if the Marines not spawned in yet, I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, you can come around and shoot the predator to scare it off. So essentially, if you don't trigger it the right way, you can then attack the predator to scare it off, and then when you go back and trigger the Marines, they don't die, they just run across the yard. They don't do anything once they've run across the yard. I don't think they even respond to you when you use them. But it's really interesting that, like, you can actually interact with the scripted event and stop it from happening, because the asset, the character, the predator in this case, is a reactive element, and you can break its scripting. I really like that. It's really interesting.
Go through the landing bay. Head for the APC doors below you on the left.
Okay, I kind of did it this way, didn't I? But you can save both of them, I'm pretty sure. Not that there's really any point to it, to be honest. But yeah, I just find it interesting that, like, usually in games, scripted events are scripted events. You can't do anything about them. But in this, you actually have some ability to alter how things play out. And the fact that if you shoot at him, the predator, it reacts to you and it changes its firing direction. Yeah, look, it just doesn't, has no prompt on him. Because he's supposed to have died. I just find that really interesting. Like, there's also, like, you can change your character model mid-game. Like, we could, using cheats, we could turn into like a Praetorian here, or like an alien drone. And when you change character model, it changes your class as well. You get all the stats and the abilities of the class you change into, which sounds radical, but like you don't get many options, to be honest. Like I think it's just based off the multiplayer classes, possibly. So you don't, it's not a huge change. It's not like the Praetorian gets bigger arms or anything, you know. It's the same basic alien look as the standard, the bog standard alien. But you get the stats and the abilities of whatever you change into. Like, I don't think the Praetorian can jump. And then characters in game react to you as if you're that species. Like, if we change into a Praetorian here, I'm pretty sure this guy would fire at us. And if we change into a Praetorian around the Marines, I'm pretty sure those Marines will then fire at us.
Be careful.
So I like that about the game. I like how, like, reactive. I like how reactive the game characters are. I think he moves based on like one of two things. Whoops. God damn it. Wait, did I kill him? Oh wow, okay, I think I killed him early. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I think he moves based on one of two things. Either like the amount of damage you do to him, or either based off the amount of damage you do to him, or like trigger points. Because if you move further into the level, like you move around here, he'll then move further up here and jump across here and then proceed in. I think there's just the one predator. Is it just that guy? I think some aliens upcoming. Like how that guy got stuck in a little corridor with two aliens without realising they were right behind him, I don't know. But yeah, this is basically the introduction to the fact, or the game telling us we're done with the predators now, it's back to the aliens. And this is the end of the mission. So we can actually save some Marines in the next level. I guess we'll see how it goes.
I set those charges, right?
I don't like this one bit.
It wasn't an accident, man. Rykov's leaving us to die.
You picked a hell of a time to be right about something.